Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Perhaps the more observant amongst you will already have noticed the inclusion of a small piece of metal to every one of my videos that I've made since April this year. This piece, my wedding ring, my beautiful wife, the one that thinks that all watches look the same, and I got married on the 5th of April this year here in Sydney. Now, being an expat, I had a few family members come over for the wedding from the UK. Didn't really think it was appropriate to say, thanks for coming guys, we're off on our honeymoon. So here we are, 3.5 months later, finally getting a little break. By the time you watch this video, I will be on a beach in Fiji. Or perhaps I'll be in a pool, or perhaps a bar. Perhaps one of those pools with a bar. Regardless, I'm really looking forward to the rest and relaxation, and I'm going to take a wee break from YouTube over those 10 days. I've scheduled some videos to upload, but I probably won't be as active in the comments as I normally am. So please play nice until I get back. So it's taken us 3 months to organise a honeymoon and decide where we wanted to go. Equally, it's taken me the last 3 months deciding what watches I want to take with me for the 10 days. I have got 3 watches in this watch roll, 1 on a bracelet, 1 on a tropic, and 1 on a leather strap. 2 of them you've seen before, 1 of them is brand new to the channel, having only been delivered by the postman earlier on today. Can you guess what I'm taking with me? Let's flip the camera and find out. So what is my honeymoon horological trinity then? What do I have in the pouch? Well, I learned some lessons from my last beachy type holiday. I took a bunch of entry-level dive watches with me, Seiko SKX Vostok Amphibia. I took my Bomb Frog 6105 homage on a waffle strap, and I took a Seiko 5 for evenings. Now the SKX became pretty much useless the moment the plane took off. My wrists swelled up and then they stayed swollen in the heat, so I had forgotten to pack one of these little bracelet adjusters. So I'm going to slot that into the watch roll before I forget. Now it's quite possible that you have already recognised 2 of these, having seen them on the channel before. This is the mystery watch here on the leather strap number 3. So let's start with the bracelet. It is of course the most expensive watch I've ever paid for, my Oris 65. I picked up this gorgeous Deauville dial Oris 65 40mm in March this year. I got it half list price, brand new from a shop in Sydney City Centre, and I'm very, very pleased with it. I've probably worn it more than any other watch since then. As you can see by the state of the bracelet, bloody hell Jodie, what have you done to this thing? Now the lights don't do it any favours, but oh, wow. I guess I'm very comfortable with the watch, very comfortable with the price I paid. You see my flailing arms in the introductions of these videos. That's just how I am. I'm all over the place and I'm a bit clumsy and rough with watches as a consequence. The way I like to wear a watch is just as kind of part of my body. It's not a piece of jewellery, it's just kind of my arm. So it does get bashed around a little bit, but as I said, very, very happy with this watch. It's a long-termer for me. It's a keeper, just gorgeous. The Deauville dial, you know, is an acquired taste, I guess, but I haven't really noticed the fact that it is this kind of slightly unusual colour and not just a black dial. Just gorgeous. Screw down crown, 100 metres of water resistance, sapphire crystal, obviously, Salita 200 is pretty accurate. Decent level of lume on this one. You know, there's an argument that I could only take one watch, it would be this watch. It is just so versatile, dressy enough for evenings, and super retro, gonna look great with a pair of those tiny Daniel Craig James Bond blue shorts that I won't be wearing on my holiday. Back to the roll for the identity of watch number 2 then. That's a bronze buckle. That can only mean one thing really. It is my new bronze watch, the Zelos Mako in bronze with that crazy meteorite dial. Now I meant what I said when I reviewed this watch. It's a dead set keeper for me. I really, really enjoy this piece. I think it's fantastically well made. If you were quick enough to snag one of these when they were on special, the meteorite dial one with the ceramic bezel insert was coming in at about $570, I think. The non-meteorite dials were about $430. And again, it's the Salita movement. It's the Salita movement that cost twice that price in the Oris that I previously showed you. Very, very well built, very well made, fantastic bezel action, just rock solid. And I'm actually going to put up a lume video. The lume on this watch is mad. Two-tone, loads of lume, lots going on to be honest. Those little dots, the kind of funny triangular indices as well, but the lume ceramic bezel insert, the lume is just amazing. Definitely the best lumed watch that I currently have in my collection, so this will be the one on my wrist at night time. As you can see, the bronze has already begun to discolor. I remember when I opened the packet, it was shiny and golden, and now it's kind of dull. There's even a little bit of kind of what I would term rust just near the 30 there on the join between the bezel and the case. A little bit of discoloration, but looks good. Couple of weeks in seawater, 10 days in the pool, and a bit of snorkeling with me, and this one should change color further still. Very comfortable tropic rubber strap, so ideal. I tended to wear the Bomb Frog on that last holiday because it had an adjustable strap, and I think this one will be the main watch that I choose to wear in Fiji. So what is the mystery watch? What is this leather-strapped wonder in the third slot? Well, I took a Seiko 5 with me as my evening watch last time. Clearly, I've gone a little bit more upmarket this time. Nothing too flash or ostentatious, but all stuff I'd be comfortable taking on holiday. That is a Seiko Presage Espresso Martini cocktail time, delivered fresh this afternoon. Look at that beauty. Now, I picked this one up second hand from a friend of mine, Dr. Jason. We've done a couple of watch trades. What a stunner. Now, espresso, this is the brownest I've seen it look, actually. It really is more grey than brown, but so many different facets to the dial, really plays off the light. I wore it this evening and my wife said, that's nice. And that's pretty much the biggest compliment any of my watches have ever got from her. So you can tell that I'm onto a winner with this one. A little bit thick for a dress piece, 40mm diameter. I think it's about 14mm thick by the looks of it. But a comfy black leather strap. These get a bit of a hard time. A lot of people replace them, but so far so good. I'll be test piloting this one on the standard leather strap. Really looking forward to getting this one out and about of an evening. A fantastic little mini collection right there. I suppose you could say diver, dress diver, and dress. That should keep me amused while I'm on my holidays. Plenty of multiple watches per day, I am sure. Really looking forward as well to giving that new Seiko a proper shakedown test. So there you have it. Hopefully I have all bases covered with those three. Arguably I could just take the Oris. It really is a do everything watch, but I wanted to work on the patina of that Zelos. It's been great watching it change so far. I'm looking to spend some time in the ocean and get it even rustier, so to speak. And the Espresso Martini cocktail time. Definitely the most attractive Seiko that I looked at on the channel so far. Very comfortable as well from initial impressions. I'll be really looking forward to seeing how I get on with that little beauty. Thanks for watching. See you in 10 days.